activities and development has been motivating many researchers in the creation of sustainability indicators. And in the last 10 years, there are a lot of proposed indicators that exist. And one of the most prominent one is the ISO 14000 series. However, some of the indicators foreseen in this regulation are complex for their determination. And many of them are also extremely expensive. And aside from ISO 40000, there is also Life Cycle Assessment, or LCA, that is meant to quantify and balance the impacts of products. The LCA consists of 3 stages of analysis, and in practice it has proven difficult for corporations to carry out detailed life cycle inventories, more difficult to relate those inventories to a defendable impact analysis, and still more difficult to translate the result of the first 2 stages into appropriate actions. In short, LCA is often criticized as being complex, time-consuming, and also expensive. Therefore, what we need is a staged process improvement which allows organizations to adopt sustainable manufacturing best practices at the pace of their own choosing. Thus become a more capable organization. And not only that, this model should also allow organizations to adopt initiatives with better environmental impacts in the next stages, and thus become more mature organizations. That's why I'm offering the adaptation of CMM, Capability Maturity Model, which is a framework that describes key elements of effective processes. It's a guide to evolutionary improvement from ad hoc and immature activities to mature and more disciplined processes. This framework has been proven to work. Its benefit has been proven both qualitatively and quantitatively by many respectable companies. The original model was developed by Carnegie Mellon University for software industry, and ever since it has been adopted by many industries with their respective unique characteristics. We have also a maturity model for the industry. Although it is still published as a draft in 2009, it whatsoever justifies the need to make a maturity model for sustainable development. So, my intent for this research is to build a generic model of capability and maturity for sustainable manufacturing with using industry in general as the unit of analysis so that the model can be applied in many types of industries. In short, SMCMM is a framework of sustainable manufacturing process improvement. By itself, it is not a process, and it's not representing a life cycle. SMCMM will explain about what the organization should do, but not telling them about how to do it, nor who should do it. SMCMM is built upon the assumption that the organization already has its own processes and procedures by which they actually get things done. The content of SMCMM is to improve upon the procedures and the process that's already there and add them as necessary. There are going to be process area in SMCMM, which consists of a collection of best practices that help organizations to manage its sustainable manufacturing initiative. Each process area establishes one or more goals that need to be achieved, and along with the guidance in terms of practices. And just like CMM, SMCMM consists of collection of blocks or process areas. Within each block, an organization might choose to improve horizontally, that is, one process at a time. This horizontal and flexible approach is called continuous representation. It will allow organizations to improve different processes at different rates. There are 6 levels of capability to measure the improvement path along the process area from an unperformed process to an optimizing process. And there is also a vertical process improvement, which is called stage representation, that offers a systematic and structured way to approach process improvement one step at a time. But yeah, there is a 5 level of maturity that need to be achieved. And achieving a level, ensuring appropriate improvement has been laid for the next level of maturity. So based on my research intent, here are my research questions. Regarding the benefit, and secondly, regarding what can be adapted from the original CMM and the models construct. And the fourth ones are scope of the study. And now, as for the research methodology, the first stage is the gap analysis. This research is built upon the assumption that currently there is no single baseline exists to uniquely address sustainable manufacturing process improvement from an evolutionary and process maturation perspective. As a second step, I will analyze the original CMM to learn about these following aspects. And then, in the next stage, I will analyze and examine 8 CMM derivatives to learn about how the model will develop. I'm going to use the following aspect to analyze them. And then, these are the models that I'm going to analyze. Next, I'm going to look into some best practices in the area of sustainable development and to see whether they can be adapted into SMCM as process areas. This is where the model will be distinctively different from any other CMM. And the next step is very important. Since the model is constructed from various maturity models, there is possibility that it will result in a arbitrary construct. So I will have to make sure that the model is built with a coherent ideas and has the necessary components to be a maturity model to be able to function as such. And then the next is the case study for the model. I am going to apply the model in 2 types of industry, the big one and the small, medium one. These companies are chosen because they have initiated a sustainable manufacturing initiative for more than a year. Kampung Batik Laweyan, for instance, they have been using batik paint made from leaf, and they have also maintained a water-based installation. And then the next step, I'm going to analyze the results from the case study, explore the findings, and I will conclude the research with summary and suggestion for further research. So that's the idea of my research. Thank you for listening. I am very welcome for any ideas and suggestions. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, I give you a chance to I'll give you a chance to give the question to Mr. Gunther for this presentation. I think 3 of you want to give comment. Mr. David, Mr. Gunther, can you explain to me why you use Kampung Batik Laweyan as study?
So the main idea is to be able to implement the model in any types of industry. So I am using both big and medium company to be used as the target. And I am choosing only the company which has already implemented sustainable manufacturing initiative for more than a year. Because I need also to take some best practices from them to be adapted to the model. And then I've also explained specifically why I choose Kampung Batik Laweyan, because they have implemented sustainable manufacturing in terms of using water treatment installation and using natural leaves for their paint, for their batik paint.
Okay, the others who want to ask?
Oke, bahasa Indonesia nggak apa-apa.
Miss Odin, for you?
Berarti model ini khusus ke satu industri aja gitu ya? Atau semuanya?
Tidak, seperti yang saya sampaikan tadi itu ini dimaksudkan untuk dipakai di banyak tipe industri.
Apakah memasukkan unsur finansial?
Bagaimana?
Unsur finansial.
Unsur finansial sebenarnya tidak. Jadi sebenarnya ada di satu batasan yang ada di sini adalah tidak secara langsung mengkaitkan dengan motif perusahaan dalam mencari profit, meskipun itu sudah saya pertimbangkan. Jadi ketika saya meramu dari beragam model, ada salah satu alternatif di mana model tersebut mempertimbangkan aspek kepentingan perusahaan mencari profit, tapi itu tidak dimasukkan dalam studi ini.
Berarti untuk perusahaan yang baru berkembang atau baru gitu berarti nggak bisa pakai model ini.
Sebenarnya malah bisa. Jadi gini, pada case tadi saya menggunakan perusahaan yang sudah menerapkan sustainable manufacturing. Karena kemudian saya coba menarik, apakah mereka punya best practice yang bisa dimasukkan di sini. Nah, tapi kemudian justru dari sini, ini bisa dipakai buat perusahaan kecil. Karena kemudian representasinya adalah ada yang horizontal, ada yang vertikal. Jadi ide dasarnya adalah, ini supaya perusahaan bisa melakukan inisiatif sustainable manufacturing secara kecil-kecilan. Jadi kemudian ketika pakai ISO atau yang lain kan, waduh harus gitu, harus satu pakai menu. Sementara ini tidak, kita harus boleh pakai cara berjenjang. Sehingga ini sangat dimungkinkan perusahaan kecil.
Oke, saya mungkin bisa buka.
Iya.
Tadi you have explained for us about how to make the model. So I still not understand how to step by step to make your model with your idea. Boleh buat explain tahapannya mungkin tahapan pengembangan metodenya. Karena tadi kan berbicara tentang maturity, maturity model yang kemudian Anda akan menerapkan pada case tadinya bisa digunakan perusahaan-perusahaan kecil. Nah, semudah itu kah? Kan selama ini kan orang menggunakan ISO dan lain sebagainya. Anda mengatakan bahwa dengan konsep maturity model itu konsep itu akan bisa digunakan dan hampir bisa menyamai ISO.
Oh, saya tidak pernah mengatakan.
Tidak begitu ya, saya yang salah menerjemahkan. Tapi setidaknya saya nangkap bahwa saya iman aja.
Angin sampai kok pasti.
Sebegitu mudahkah? Ya, sebegitu mudahkah?
Jadi ide dasarnya sekali lagi adalah ini dibuat untuk memudahkan perusahaan mengadopsi SDM initiative. Jadi jangan bahkan ketika ini di-launch oleh pemerintah, tidak usah pusingkan masalah rating segala macam. Yang penting kamu mau secara bertahap melakukan ini. Dan kalau mau melakukannya kecil ini kemudian. Jadi ini secara horizontal. Kalau kamu mau investasi yang lebih tinggi, tadi yang saya katakan better environmental impact, itu kan di next step yang ke atas, baru kemudian ke vertikal. Jadi bahkan bagi perusahaan yang belum punya proses itu, ini bahkan masih inspirasi. Ini yang harus dilakukan. Dan saya masih bisa contohnya karena kalau misal ini aja ISO, itu yang paling mahal misal satunya ini mendeteksi bagaimana kontribusi perusahaan terhadap ini perusahaan ISO itu mahal sekali. Sementara di sini itu dipakai yang paling atas.